Good night, here one time tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. This is continue on. God is faithful. God is faithful. Anytime He make a promise to you, He gonna stick. He gonna stick with it. So how did Israel deserve to be chosen? Above all the other nation of time. It was not a matter of Israel, um, goodness. But of God keeping His promise to the ancestors. So God chose us out of His goodness and grace and being faithful to a promise that He don't break. And so that's why He dealt with so much with the Israelites. Because He made a love covenant with Abraham. And so God was with them for like thousands of years. Thousands of years He dealt with the Israelites from generation to generation. Being faithful to them, being faithful to them because of their ancestors. So when He make a promise to you, He gonna be faithful to you all the way to the end. So you had to keep stressing that to them. You're not special because you're getting into this land. I made a covenant with your ancestor, and that's the reason why you're in this land. That's the reason why, you know, God loved them for real. He loved the Israelite, because He really loved the Abraham. So that's the goodness of God. Being faithful when He make a promise to you. So He was very faithful to Abraham even after the match. Abraham was gone, but he still was being faithful to his ancestors. And He promised that He was going to be faithful to them. He promised that this land that you in, He had Abraham to come to the land and live in Canaan for a while. And that's when He had, He told Abraham His plan, what He was going to do. Abraham already was 70 years old. And so we also had talked about to leak the classified document. So if the young guy was 21 years old, 20 years old, and we don't know why, you know, he got the document, don't know why he leaked the document. So they're still investigating and still gonna be asking questions and find out, if he had anybody else working along with him, you know, what he needed with the classified. He know there was special classified, secret document, so we don't know why he leaked it like that. If was he mad, so they're gonna be investigating, trying to find out, about these documents that had got leaked. Because they can't trace it back. Because they don't know how much they got out there, who all seen the document, because they had secret stuff on there. That's why it was called classified document. So we also had talked about the gun stores law. It'd be safety for the kids. Safety for the kids. Because you've been having so many incidents, happen, with the children finding the guns in the home. You know, so so we talked about the gun stores law. All across the nation. For guns owner. This would be a good law. For enforcing safety stores. You know, placing the gun in a box and make sure it's locked before you place in the box, because you don't want them to find the box even though it'll be locked and them kids will shake it, and if the gun is not locked it still will go off in that box. So the gun stores law, it was designed to protect children because it having so many kids finding these guns at home. So any owner that have guns in your home, please buy a storage box with a lock. And make sure when you place that gun in that lock, make sure it's off, it's locked, and everything else. Make sure that box is locked. So when they find that gun, shake that gun, or whatever the case is, the box is locked, the gun is off. You know, so it'll save lives. It will save lives. If we do it this way, safe stores law require guns to be stored, locked, and unloaded. Prohibit from any accidents to happen again. So that's all this news and word I have for you on today. Talk about gun stores, law, safety, to keep it away from kids. We talk about the least classified document. We also talk how good and faithful God is. You know, we have a good and faithful God. You know, sometimes it may not look like it's gonna come true. You know, with all the all of the stuff that we go through in the storm. You know, the Israelites, they went through something and they had to go around in the land for 40 years before they got to it. But they got to it. They got to it. You know, God is faithful. They got to their promised land. You know, Joseph was a leader and he was a king. You know, David also took 20 years. God made a promise, say, you're gonna be a leader over the Israelites. Years and years kept passing. You know, so when that time came, you know, David was out there celebrating, dancing, and everything. You know, singing. You know, because it came to pass. He was a leader. He was over the Israelites just like God told him he was. You know, so we have a faithful God when He make a promise, and sometimes it may not even seem like you're gonna get there. You know, but you just gotta keep on holding on. You know, you gotta keep on holding on. You gotta keep on pressing your way to. You know, sometimes we cannot see the unseen. You know, we just got to keep praying and keep on holding on, keep believing God's word, and you know that's why I'm constantly be holding on because I know our God can do the impossible. You know, our God when He make a promise, you know, it will come to pass. You know, we just got to keep holding on and keep pressing our way through and never give up. You know, never give up. Because God will not give up on us and we cannot give up on Him. You know, so that's all the news and word I have for y'all today. Y'all have a blessed night and I see y'all on the next video.